Just about halfway through the season, and things are starting to take shape here in our coverage of EA Sports College football. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. And out there ready to hunt is this terrific linebacking core.
And that matchup with this running back versus these linebackers is a lot of fun. And David, one thing talking to the defense this week is that they take pride in stopping the run. And these linebackers told us in meetings, this guy has not seen a defense like us, and they definitely have not played a linebacking unit as athletic as we are. We are looking to make a statement in this one by shutting this guy down.
And I love the confidence of the young guys, and I love the confidence of this defense, and they got some swag. But make no mistake, this running back is good, and this might be the best guy that they've seen. Can he make plays? Can he make those guys miss and still be the engine of this offense? We've got a tremendous matchup today.
Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's going to get loose. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Man, he was razor sharp last time out, completed better than 70% of his passes, throwing for 200-plus yards. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now, and the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm, and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
They'll need a bunch on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Moving out to the right. Snags it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants it all. It's caught. That's a touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
2nd and long here. Keeps it on the bootleg. Buying a little time to his left. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They just keep firing. Makes the grab and steps into the end zone for the touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Offense in a bunch formation. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback keep, and he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Trying to get started. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule, they've got guys on both sides of the ball that they can count on week in, week out.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Caught. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. They want to throw it. They're all over it. On the move and looking. He'll pull it down. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. Unloads it downfield. Trying to find the end zone.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
A first down run in the red zone. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Push forward on the sneak. Into the end zone for the touchdown. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Got out of trouble and throws. Zings it complete to the right. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That appears to be their junior starting wide receiver, someone they obviously do not want to lose. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his situation. Back to pass, it's Pugh. Fires quickly. Nice move to pick up yardage.
And that is exactly where the football was supposed to go. Offensive coordinators call drag routes, anticipating man coverage. Even though the ball's only traveling 2, 3, 4 yards down the field, if the receiver is able to get a rub and create some separation and the quarterback hits him in stride, that little completion, that can turn into a 20, 30-yard gain.
Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. He's going to run it. Might have gone into that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Burrowing for yardage. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. As we check in with Holly.
Hey, guys, checking in from the home team sidelines. Guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Second down, gonna throw it. Look out! He wants to go deep. Brings it down on the right side. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found zero answers in how to get back in this football game.
Wants to throw one first. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that is such a veteran play by that defender. In cover 0, he knows the quarterback's going to have to get rid of the football quickly, so he's getting ready to jump anything that's going to be underneath. He does just that. Great job with the speed. Nice job reeling it in for the INT.
Straight ahead, it's Cox. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a man. It's Pugh. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understanding the ball came out quick. I got to break, get Hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go, ready. Blue 30, ready, go.
First play of this drive. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Fresh set of downs going up top. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Boston. Snares it with those big hands and strolls into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the Georgia Tech sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. From the gun, it's Cox. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Pugh. Reels it in. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read and
makes a grab and room to run. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is on its way. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly. Dangerous throw on that one.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. He threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Long way to go on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dawn. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on 3rd down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 7 team, the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Tar Heels coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season. And there is still a lot of work to do on the season, but they get back to 2-4 in the standings. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. As for your game and an interesting first half, let's take a look at the numbers of note. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. This injury could play a big factor, Holly. What have you got on it?
Guys, catching up with Coach at the half, their running back has been terrific. Playing well so far in this game, but he is taking a lot of hits. He's had to absorb a lot of contact, running yards after contact, but they're going to keep their eye on him and see if he can power through all the hits, bumps, and bruises he's taken here in the first half. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. They'll run it. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Right back to the well. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. It's complete to the right.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing the ball.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. On first down, here comes this offense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his tight end. Inside the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Makes the grab. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the ground. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes.
Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first. Right down the middle. Got him in the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Sees a crease. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to throw, it's Savage. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to keep it in the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Got enough for the first down. Across the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Driven back.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
The throw. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20.
To the air. It's Savage. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about...
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0.
at the confluence of the three rivers is Acrisure Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. Unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Panthers offense will have the football first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. They'll be looking to him, and he'll probably be keeping an eye on the other side in this great matchup of wideouts.
We've got two receivers playing in this game, two of the best in the entire country. Two guys who had an opportunity to go to the next level, but they came back because they knew they had a chance to compete for a national championship. And now, David, we get this game where these guys are going to go head-to-head. They're seniors. They know the system. They have great chemistry with their quarterbacks, and they're ready to put on a show.
And if you don't think they're peeking over to the other side every time they're not on the field, you are absolutely wrong. This is that kind of showdown. This is draft stock jockeying, right? This is the Bolitnikoff at the end of the season. They want to make a name for themselves. Who is the best wide receiver? No better opportunity than to do it head-to-head, and we got that stage today.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's looking to pass. Still looking. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Right on target last time out, completing better than 70% and a 300-yard day.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Rush is on. Makes the grab. At the 45 on its way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quick give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, gonna throw it. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
From the gun, running back on the move. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Working that left side now. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Fires downfield. Complete downfield. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Drops back on 1st down. Floats it out in space. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And, man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
3rd and short now from their own 40. Hands it off. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man. It's Soto. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Working the ground game. Turns it on in midfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. First and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
From the gun, running back gets to give. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Number 90, set to kick this one.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh sends out the offense to start this drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. From the gun, the ground game. Pass to 6. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. And you just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. Might as well give it to him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
The play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catch you, big fella.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Finds his man. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another 1st down. And the Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Hands it off. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage, but you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Handoff to the single running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. Grabs a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Back to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, this quarterback's been in a nice rhythm all drive, hasn't he? He's just playing on time. He's making good decisions. He's now got the offense at 1st and goal. I'd let him throw it down here. He has earned that right.
The Panthers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Back to throw time running short in the half. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Panthers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Number 90, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Meyer. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the lone running back. Enough to move the chains. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Rashad Downs going up top. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And it's the Buckeyes. with a real chance to make this a memorable season. A 7th straight victory following everything that happened last year would put the rest of the sport on notice. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Acrisure Stadium. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the Steel City.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. It will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Hey, guys, checking in with the visiting head coach. He has really talked to his team at the half about how they are executing with this noise. On the road, trying to separate themselves and stay alive in college football playoff contention. They've got to be better at the line of scrimmage. He said our guys have to lock in, look each other in the eye, and make sure everyone understands their job here to start the third.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got his man downfield. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
It's dropped after taking the hit.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught, it's Foster. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Wants to throw again. He's got the tight end. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He caught it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. Lining up to add another.
Number 9 in the end zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Pitt Panthers offense out there to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game. touchdown drive. Caught on the RPO. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
The Panthers want to move quickly. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. After the filthy move, he's got room. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
RPO complete. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Wants to pass. Flips it out to the back. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd and long coming up. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Pitt will have to boot this one away. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st. Fires left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll go out of bounds, but just what they needed to get the ball back. Great place to start for this offense. Handed to the back. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. He's past the marker. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Panthers in the hurry up. Handoff to the lone back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. 3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Panthers. And they take it in for 6 more points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a deep. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Gets open down the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll run it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
From the gun. Uh-oh, look out. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Selling the fake. Buys time to his left. He slides down, and he's got enough to convert the 2nd and short. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. So 1st down will open up the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. Throwing on the run. He's got it way down the field. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride him again. And they're in for a touchdown. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game and now up to 8 on the season.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And after that last completion netted a big fat 0, they're looking at 2nd and 10. Off play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Finds his target. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. On the return. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Drops back on first down. Lets it fly. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They're going back to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets the back moving. They're looking to throw on second and short. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here, down one possession. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Looking for room. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Pitt calls it second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Try to regroup a little bit after that mental error. Here comes 2nd and 13. The running back has it. And they swarm him under. And that's the final timeout for Pitt. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. 3rd and long right here. On play action. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the back. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game? Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency,
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. On the move, he fires. Got him downfield. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big 1st down.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down to the air. Throws quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get on. third down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Second and long here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. Now third and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. He's got the back in the middle. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody. We're headed toward the back stretch of the season, week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the North Carolina Tar Heels. And the Tar Heels will kick off first, and here we go. On the move from inside. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Talk about a dynamic duo in the passing game. We certainly have that in this one. They challenge defenses at every level, Jesse.
And this is arguably the best quarterback-wide receiver combo in the entire nation. And, David, I feel like every week defenses try to come up with plans to stop these two. No one's been able to do it yet. They get their passes completed. They throw touchdowns. And right now, this is a massive challenge for this defense today.
Yeah, and there's a lot of great receivers in the country that don't have the great trigger man. But he's got both. So they can attack the whole field. He can get it a moment.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. The handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Well, giving away 5 on the false start certainly doesn't help anything. Second and long coming up. They'll give it on the counter. Defense all over it. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, hit them right in the middle of the field.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Gets it inside the 15. And he will house it.
And they talked about his speed all week, but it's one thing to talk about. It's another thing to see it. You see that young man out wide, man. He can fly, and he runs right by the defense. They take a shot early, Palmer. They find the speedster, and he finds the end zone.
And I think the defensive coordinator right now is just kicking himself because you're right. I mean, they watched film all week long. You've seen this guy torch defenses. You cannot play coverages that allow this guy to take the top off and get behind your back line. That right there is just a big mistake defensively, a bad call. And kudos to the offense for finding the matchup and making them pay.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Looking for running room. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He wants to throw it. Fires on the move. It's complete. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. The Tar Heels right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Off play action on first down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Whitted. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Tar Heels will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Misses badly on that one.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Left side is Foster. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Offense set on first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Out wide right, it's Foster. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to establish the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Meyer. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first. Under pressure. Pulls it in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I think this is the part of the field where your alert should go up. Like, the radar should go up. These touch passes, like, to get to the perimeter. You've got the middle really secure with bigger bodies and more people in the box. So, nice job by this defense, seeing the ball spit out wide to a playmaker, being ready for it, and getting him on the ground.
There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. They'll try the counter. Swapped immediately.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And the Tar Heels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Searching for space. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Drops back on 1st down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Sends it back in motion. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback, playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Got enough space. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They'll line up for a second down play. Snaps it in the shotgun. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Throwing right. It's caught. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Wants to throw again. Left side, it's Jackson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Whitted. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun. Wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out. It's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Sends it downfield. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires it incomplete. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll run it. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Gonna throw it deep. It's snagged in the end zone. Touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Look out! He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Offense in a bunch formation. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. The give. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Wants to throw one first. He's going to let one fly down the middle. A strike downfield. Touchdown!
And how about this, though, man? Picking up.
First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice.
He uncorks one deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Keeps it on the ground. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still...
And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That lead. The give as they work on that clock. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Handoff again. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff to the single back. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Drops back, it's Slade. Right side, it's Dawn. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Give to the running back. Got him right there.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration.
And we have breaking news. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they